you want to make sure you select the right shot size for what you're hunting. They make different sizes, go from BB size shot for goose and large waterfowl to 2, 4, 6, and they make them in different loads. Some of us hunt with a 20 gauge, 12 gauge, and I've got a couple different ones here in my hand today. When we're hunting waterfowl, we always want to make sure we use the proper shotgun shell for the firearm that we have. In my hand today, I've got a couple of different shells. We'll start out here. This is a 3-inch shotgun shell. A lot of our 12 gauge shotguns nowadays, they will only chamber a 2 3/4 or a 3-inch round. Therefore, you need to make sure that you have the proper size shotgun shell. Also noted here on this shotgun shell is the shot size. You can use BBs, 2s, 4s, whatever is the proper shot size to take the game that you're out hunting. But this is a number 3 shot size shell, a 1 1/4 ounce load in a Federal Black Cloud steel shell. Here we have a 3.5 inch number 2 shot from Federal that's 1 3/8 ounces. So again, 3.5 inch shell versus a 3-inch shell, and we want to make sure that we've got the right shell for our gun to make sure that we're safe in discharging these rounds. The other shell I have here in my hand, I've started hunting a lot with my oldest son, and he's shooting a 20 gauge, and so therefore I've started shooting a 20 gauge a little bit. But in mixed company, you might have 20 gauge shells and 12 gauge shells in your blind bag or in your boat or whatever. Make sure you've got the right shell. We don't want to put this 20 gauge shell in this 12 gauge shotgun. It sounds fairly simple, but in the heat of the moment, you're grabbing out of the blind bag. I hunt with my son a lot, and I know that I carry shells for him and I carry shells for my gun. So we always want to be safety first. Make sure you know what you have in your hand and always be aware of your surroundings.